start again. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look good. There we go. Had that a bit loose. Okay, power you off, power you back on. Oh, wait a minute. That does not look right at all. Why are you yellow and not white? You are never. I think I put my cords in the wrong place. Still yellow. Huh. Okay, we'll just, oh, that's not good either. I might have a bent cord come to... I might have a bent pin or two. That might be it. Well, we'll just play with some off colors if something weird happens, I guess. Where's my Genesis controller? Here she is. Okay. I don't know what's up with these colors, but we're going with it, because why not? I'm just gonna get some water. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, I used to actually play this without the sprites on too. That doesn't feel sound right. That's better, okay. And here we go. Knuckles' LSD adventure begins. And I completely lost my speed there. Whatever. Okay, important thing here, don't move. Just don't move. Because moving lags the game slightly. And this game likes to lag a lot. I don't know if it lags on emulator, but it certainly does on console. Two important things about this game that you need to be aware of. That's momentum and control. Momentum, of course, is your speed, and control is how much control you actually have over how fast you're going and such. I already messed this up. Yeah, momentum is your speed. Control is how fast you can do. How much control you actually have over that speed and such. And you want a good balance between them, because too much momentum and you're going to lose control. Too much control and you're not going anywhere. This is not an ideal start. It's not the worst either, though. I hope this is just a cord acting up and not the Genesis. I know. It's crazy. Oops. See, that there caused lag, actually, even with the, background moving and such. Okay. I reset if I have a 140 or higher, so no reset for me right now. Now that's perfectly fine. That must be like a static image or something. That's perfectly fine. Oh, music didn't fade out right there. You know what? Okay, that's fine too. The sprites are fine, but like everything else is off. Okay, there's two patterns you can get with the characters there. One lets you get Knuckles immediately, one makes you have to wait 2 cycles. I might just have a bent pin or something like that, that's what I'm thinking. But I'm kind of liking this. As long as the sprites are fine, it doesn't really bother me. I might go into a special stage just to see what happens later. Oh, Steve, why did you do that? Why in the world did you do that? That was a bad idea, Steve. And of course then I missed the where I'm trying to go. I hate this level in the afternoon, I really do. Even the even the box around the screen is off color. That is weird. I don't know if it's the 32X. I don't know if it's my cartridge. I really hope it's not my Genesis, because I've had this thing for almost 20 years and I really don't want to have to get another one. And there goes that. Yeah, I'm not sure what really determines the pattern. Because it's never the same. It's almost always Speed Slider or Amazing Arena first. And I usually end up doing most of Techno Tower last, or Marina Madness, but last time I did it was completely different. Part of it's when you do it, I'm not sure exactly what determines it. Okay, that one's okay. One, two. Are you bent slightly right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's fine. Oh, hello there. We have a bent pin. That's what it is. Okay. Oh no. Oh great. Great. Okay, it's a bent pin. Which is not good because it's okay. There's a very short cord that connects the Genesis and the 32X together, and it happens to be that one, which came with the 32X, of course. So I'll have to get a new one. Oh. Yeah, I guess that would make sense there, yeah. Now, let's see. This was a lot easier to do back when I used a, yeah, I messed up, whatever. I'll keep going. I used to play this on a CRT, then I ran into too many CRT problems, so I switched to, so I've been using an LCD for the last couple of years, and I can't get all the tricks up I used to, but the lag's not too big of a problem. Yeah, I got the fast countdown. There's a fast countdown, and then there's the really slow countdown. I gotta figure out where I can get the get a new cable here. These just, you know, appear in stores, so. Oh, and what? Oh, and that's not what I want to do there. There we go. Ah. No, come back. Ah, so much for my sub 20. Yeah, I know about the negative rings. I know it's faster. The problem is it's finding good places to do that at. Some levels it's useful, some it's not. And if you're going just with the game time, it's, you know, it doesn't matter. I guess we can just kind of call this Knuckles Chaotix Autumn Edition because of these reds and stuff. Man, that dark green back there is just kind of creepy. Yeah, the tank base. Didn't want to go here yet, but... That wall that ceiling there messes me up, so I always move out slightly before I start, Now I'm lost. No, I'm really lost. There we go. Okay. I want to see what the special stage looks like, so I'm going in here. Yeah, I do that actually a lot of bosses to prevent lag. Okay, so the foreground's okay here apparently. Everything else is not. Oops. Oh well, plenty of makeup here. Yeah, I'm getting a new cable. Though I'm gonna try out my other 32X games and see what they look like and see if this affects the Genesis colors too. I actually know of no way to really speed these up, because it looks like jumping actually does speed them up a bit, but at the same time I'm not sure if it actually does or if it just looks that way. Because when I tried timing it, it was like a half-second difference or something, which I guess would add up between the 6 special stages, but you don't want to be doing this in, you know, like, say, special stage 5 or 6, you know, 3 or 6 all the time, 5 all the time, because you just, you know, won't have enough rings and you'll miss stuff, so... Speaking of missing stuff. Yeah, I'll try Sonic 2 and see if it's fine. Or Sonic 1. Or Sonic... I got plenty of games I could try. So it's affecting the palette box around the screen. And a lot of background stuff, but the sprites are fine, okay. Save the frames. Some little Tompa wisdom there. So there's 2 exits in Botanic Base 2. I'm not sure which one's faster. I vary which one I go to just because I honestly don't remember the layout for these levels for this level too well. So I just go into like, and this is an ugly green. Ugh. Okay, we're going this way, I guess. A lot of it, too, is just adjusting on the fly to whatever your character ends up doing. Because you may not always end up going the way you think you're planning on, because things happen. That went well. Thanks, Clint. One of my most faithful viewers. Thank you, man. Oh, Marina Madness already. Lovely. Here's what I want to know. Where is this at? Giant Metal Sonic. Here, you know. Bottom picture. Yeah. Where's he at? Because when he spawns in the game, he is never that big. And it looks like one of the training levels. This looks really, really cool, aside from that boat being a hideously brown color. This actually looks really cool. Oh yeah, Marina Madness. There's a lot you can skip here. That's not how you skip it. And that was not supposed to happen. Anyways. However, these levels also lag the most at night, for some reason. At least Marina Madness does. I kind of like the color scheme here, actually. That's pretty cool, aside from the boat color. It's a beta scene. Well, you know what? I've played some of the betas and I've done stuff, and it's not actually like a playable part of any of the betas as far as I know. Because I remember that image was in the previous 2 when the game first came out, and I went and at first I beat the game and like, okay, I didn't fight Metal Sonic like that. Then I got all the Chaos Rings, still didn't fight Metal Sonic like that. And then I got the Chaos Rings and went through the wireframe modes, still didn't fight him. So I think it was actually a beta scene and just not used. But it would have been really, really cool to fight him at that size, I think. But, you know, we get the final boss, which is about the same size, so... Okay, here's one where you want to... I think it's fast not to jump as soon as I didn't stop yourself, but yeah. I'm not sure how you go up this area, but I tend to treat this like I would with Act 1, just jump my way up as fast as possible. Except if that happens. Yeah, I didn't know that for a long time, actually, so I tried and, well, yeah, but I actually tried being idle in that section. If you're idle during the introduction areas / training areas there, he doesn't show up. As far as I know, I tried and it didn't work, but... Okay, so the palette box here is the right color, at least. That green, that's the right color for here. So that's staying correct. When I say palette box, I mean the colored block box on the screen. Okay, Act 2. That was a good idea. Yeah, this is totally the wrong color. I'm kind of scared to see what it'll look like when I hit the clock here. Wow, that looks like a different time area color. Ah, okay, I got the run up. Except that. So this should be pink, like the moving platform there. It's amazing to see what's the right color and what isn't. There is never any reason to go fight Robotnik in these things. He just takes too much time, as far as I'm concerned. Every level has a way to... Now, in Act 3, it is faster to go to him, but you can skip him, so I'll show you that in case you're not aware. But you probably know already. I usually do that when I'm really frustrated. I just toss them across the thing like that. Yeah, you get rings, but it's, you know, well, I know you're capping these, but it takes more time. Unless maybe if it's morning and you only have to hit them once. That's the only exception I can think of. Oh no, no, up. What I've learned a lot in this game is that, well, not that, but generally, fine, be that way. A lot of times, if you're able to catch and release like that, you just catch and grab, it's fast. It's just as fast as calling in some ways, or maybe even faster if you can get the right speed going. These bosses are gonna look weird when I find them unless their colors haven't changed. And I did not mean to go in here. Oops. Ah! You don't want to be in the dark world. That was a bad act too, because I totally got lost slightly and I was trying to head up in the wrong area. Okay, moment of truth. Will I not get the zip? Probably won't. I haven't got it for a long time. I've kind of forgotten how I got it before. Nope. There's it for me. I don't think I've gotten it on my new TV, on my newish TV. I get on the old one sometimes. Whoa, that was interesting. That was very interesting. Yeah, I know, it's frustrating. A lot of times I try to avoid it, but sometimes you just can't, you know. I'd rather lose a second or two there with Knuckles getting hit than me getting hit because of lag. So yeah, this won't be under a minute like I usually try to get it, but it'll be close. See, if you spam A too much, though, if you spam A too much, at least on console, it's going to lag the game up slightly, and you don't want that necessarily. Now, what really lags the game is the invincibility power-up. That really causes a lot of lag. As I said, I'm not sure how the lag is on emulator, because I haven't really played this on emulator, but it's better with, it's better to avoid it on here, and just, so... That and lag messes up the game timer too, so at least I think it does. I'm not sure how else I ever got a 27:45 and a 27:30 one day, according to it. I'm bring my way around here now, idiot. Oh yeah. This is not Act 5, this is Act 4. Here we go, up. I hate those spikes. Arena Madness does lag a lot on here, especially during the night. But it's not it's not like the worst. If you get hit, it's pretty bad. It's those submarine enemies that can do it. I want this one. Yeah. Yeah, fine. There's nothing more satisfying in this game than chaining your throws correctly. Get up there! Just throw that away. Yes. So yeah, what I'm doing here is probably the fastest way to get through the hub. And I really don't care what order the levels are as long as I get through them, of course. This is Act 3. I hate that section there. Okay, I found it better to jump here, especially for 100% if you're still going for the rings, because there's that fire enemy there that will mess you up if you're here in the evening or night. Yeah. But yeah, now how I use the Now, how I used the call there, it did speed me up. If I just did that from, going a bit slower, it would, it wouldn't have sped me up, and you might even slow the game down slightly. So, using your call is really good on hills. If you're heading up or down, if you're heading down hills and stuff, that's a really good time to use the call button if you can. Act 4. Yeah, give him a shot. And you know what? If you end up being more comfortable still with Vector, go ahead. But if you prefer Mighty, it's fine. Go with what works with you. So. The task uses Knuckles and Espo for most of it, but then switches to Knuckles and Heavy for the end. I think it is. Or do they go Espo and Heavy at the end? I'm not sure. They use Heavy for some reason, which doesn't really seem to matter as far as I can tell, but some just visual fun. Because I don't know if you're familiar with the history of this game, but it originally started out with Sonic Crackers. And Mighty was originally Sonic's character in the game, so that's why he's so fast. Wrong way. Yeah, that is good with the throws. I guess in my case, I'm pretty decent at not messing too many throws up. And I never. Silly me. That's better. So it really depends on your style. Like mine is really a throw, catch, run. If you prefer to do more throwing for distance stuff, that works too. And Vector has that neat glide too, which might be useful. So it really depends on what you want to work, what you prefer to work with. This is what, Act 2, I think it is? Yeah. Act 2, yeah. Now that's a spot I always mess up at there. So here, go to the left a lot, eventually. Of course, as you know, avoid as many of hitting as many ship buttons as possible. There are some you can avoid, some you can't. Some you have to hit. Depends on the act and stuff. Like that one can be avoided, and you just hit that instead. Okay, just make sure you know. Like, I missed the skipping the one in Act 1, because I wasn't aiming right. Thankfully, that one's pretty short, but... Techno Tower. Let's see if I can get my character to clip through the ceiling when I don't want him to. I'm not gonna get this time. That's, yeah, he usually clipped through right about there. Which then means I have to call him back because it wastes so much time. And that's a dead end. I had a route in I used to have a really good route for this act, and then one day I just totally forgot it, and I've never been able to remember it since. It's really frustrating. So is that. Well, I'll show you it anyways if I can. There we go. Completely useless. See, now I have momentum, but I have like no control. So I'm not really getting anywhere like I should. That is just a bull. If I can get over here, thank you. This act went pretty badly. I won't lie. This is, as much as I enjoyed playing this game, I don't think it's the most enjoyable thing to watch after it for a while. So, it's one thing I never really think about setting in for a marathon, especially a GEQ, because it's just, I think it loses its novelty after all, and interest after all, unless you're like really familiar with it. It's a fun game and stuff. It's a pain. It's fun if you're playing single player. 2-player, it drives me nuts playing this 2-player for some reason, but because the rubber band physics get really wonky. Meant to step on this before I went anywhere. Well, quite frankly, the stages are the same. I think, like, if you were to look at a map for this game, I think you would find that the stages actually are the same. Literally, it's just like a different part of the map's been revealed. Because, especially in the case of this and Speed Slider, because the same things are kind of always in the same section. It's just more and more of the map gets revealed like the longer you play. Which might sound weird, but I think it is the case. That is fixable. Oh, that's gotta be... Yeah, I've done that before. I've gone from Knuckles Chaotix to Sonic 2, and it's so different. Of course, going to any game after this is going to be... Sonic game after this is pretty different, but... Okay, we're button up the same. I'm going to get rid of some of my rings here to avoid lag, just to be safe. Yeah, people do. I think Sonic 2 is definitely definitely a better game too than this. I mean, this is a great game for sure. I do prefer Sonic 2. I prefer Sonic 3 and Knuckles out of all of them, but a lot of people are definitely a lot more through Sonic 2, and especially with the zips and stuff. Me, I can't zip for my... I've never tried to zip in Sonic 2. I've tried a couple of things in Sonic 3. But not too much. Might do Sonic 2 after this. Well, the sky looks right for once. No, other way, other way. This is me forgetting what act I'm in again. So how long have you been running this? Just out of curiosity. I started off and on in 2010. And I had the run in 2012, but, well, my VCR messed up the tape, so... Yeah, that's what we got ahead. Yeah, I think my best time was, 100%, my best, I don't think I've ever had a run actually go, under an hour. I mean, my goal's kind of been at any percent for under an hour, but I used to do 100% for like, every day I used to do a bit 100%, and then after I had the run, back in March 2012, I just kind of lost interest, especially when the, you definitely have to hit this one. Because that was I'm not exactly sure what the what the actual full time was, but it was a 27:30 on the game clock, with practically no mess-ups of any major mess-ups of any type, and the no special stage problems, no accidental special stage re-entries. Boss fights went pretty well. It was a very good run. And after I kind of did it and then lost, I was like, well, I guess I'm done with this. Because I haven't been able to replicate anything near that since. Act 3. Yeah, okay, Act 3, say. Act 4, there's a really neat trick I do where I unload a door. I despawn it before I despawn it. So I despawn it from its closed position to its open. It's always supposed to be open during certain time, during certain times of the day. But I found a way to go so fast that I automatically open it no matter what time of day it is. But that's Act 4, so I almost zipped myself there. Huh, what do you know? Now see, that would work. That would be an open spot in Act 2, but it's not here because it's Act 3. Oh yeah, up around one more. Okay, so yeah. I used to have a really fast way going through here, and I completely forgot what it was. I never was able to figure it out again. Okay. So there's very specific platform set I'm looking for, and I can never find it fast. That's not it. Oh, I was already past it, that's why I couldn't find it. This act needs more work on my part. Definitely. It's like 4 Act 5. I don't remember. Oh, it's like 5. Okay, we got another boss coming up. This fun one. Woohoo. Okay. That sim there messes up this, so I kind of just start slightly later than that happened. Ah! Nice staying on the wall there, Knuckles. Every time I play this, something just new and completely random plays, and I really think it's just like my cart dying on me or something weird happening, but maybe I'm just wrong. Oh, it's not the cart dying. Okay, this boss is either really simple or a pain. It's better to beat him on the right side of the screen, because it takes him, because he leaves faster. Ah, missed him. Now I gotta be really careful because I have no rings, so. At this point in the game, there's really not much left to say about anything for the most part. Wait, I'm in another boss act, I think, aren't I? Yeah. Amazing, ready? This is usually the last act I do for bosses. Okay, I threw him there, and somehow, Went right back in my hands. Interesting. Head up from here. Right. Yeah. It's just really all the timing with that. I mean, yeah, I mess it up too. It's very rare for me to get, you know, all four X's in a row, but sometimes when we speedrun, we tend to be so worried about going so fast, and you know, everything that we've said, you know, sometimes slightly slower, you know, and thinking things through is a better option than, you know, just constantly attacking the thing. It's very counterintuitive in terms of speed. You usually don't beat him that fast. You're not complaining about it. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can despawn the closed door and make it open here. Ah! No, you never do that. What happened? Oh, come on! I've been playing you for years and you always despawn. Now you choose today not to? What's wrong with you? Seriously? There we go. Thanks. Yeah, if you get that, and you can actually get like 12 to 14 seconds on this act if you get that on the first try and you don't mess up any routing afterwards. It's a very, very, very short act if you know what you're doing. I guess that's my contribution to the Knuckles Chaotix speedrunning scene. Is that door. Getting that door to open when it's not supposed to. And I didn't even think a thing about it until Ford from Sonic Center mentioned it while we were doing a two-player mode one day. He's like, wait, how'd you get through that door? And you're like, what door? Because I honestly didn't even know there was a door there until he pointed it out to me. Here's like the one part of the game where I switch characters. Just because it's like right there. Yeah, I don't know if it'll work with Vector. So I've never tried it with anyone aside from these two. It's only supposed to be open during certain, like, only open during certain days, but... Well, I proved that one apparently, but yeah. I thought I had to go here. I guess that's around here. That sky looks so wrong right now. just find it amazing that, like, you think the sprites would be miscolored too, but they're not. So it is probably just a problem on the... Well, okay, well, the sprites are... the background graphics, I think, are controlled but come from one system. The sprites are sent in then from the 32X, I think. The Genesis sound driver provides most of the sound except the percussion, which is provided by the 32X. Because, yeah, I think that's how it goes. Oh, ouch. That sucks. That's not cool. Ugh. Yeah, another thing, too, is I only reset if I get more than 140 on the introduction levels. If I screw up a special stage, and if I just have an extreme, like, really bad brain fart. Aside from that, I never reset because I can almost always make up the time I lost somewhere else by just playing well elsewhere. And then I hate resetting and I hate resetting. To me, it's like, it's good to do, but at the same time, it's... I think with the quest for perfection, we tend to reset too often. And and I just know as someone that lurks in a lot of streams and enjoys watching streams, there's something I don't want to do is watch them reset like 20,000 times. I'd rather see someone finish a run, even though, if they're 3 or 4 seconds or even, 3 or 4 minutes behind their goal time or their PB or world record or whatever. Which is why I think I like watching videos on SDA a lot too, is because you don't have the resets and they're not the fastest time. In some ways, this is just the anti-Sonic game because it is, as you said, inconsistent. Okay, so last act and then bosses. See, I'm not really a perfectionist, because that would ruin the fun of playing the game for me. I'd rather be competent, and I'd rather play and be slightly slow than, well, that was weird. I missed that too, okay. I'd rather play and be slightly slow but have fun than be constantly resetting and everything. Because for me, it's never been about the competition and world record and stuff. It's always just been about the fun and the challenge of doing it. I'm not going for my usual route here because for some reason I'm not, but yeah. In this act, I don't think it really matters too much, so. This is the only switch I generally get, except for maybe one of them. Actually, this isn't even the switch I usually get. Let's see if I can get the color glitch here. Nope. I don't know if you're aware, but you can glitch the graphics up in the boss cinematics if your partner, if your Switch partner box messes up on you. See, that's perfectly fine there for some reason. It's definitely gotta be a sprite thing. And that, well, that passed through that too. But yeah, if you're I missed the bounce. But if you as I said, say you have a Switch box or whatever, and you it activates while you're in a boss cinematic, it will like really mess up the graphics and the cinema. It's pretty cool. But I didn't get it timed right, so that fight took too long. Okay, final bosses. Kind of scared to see what the final boss chamber is going to look like. Going to eat bad ending. for that matter. Here we go. Imperfect for me. It's just slightly off. Too early the first time, too late the second. It will be bad. It will be bad unless it's sprite. Unless it's all sprite, then it will be regular. But we'll see. Finally. This one's actually the hardest to get here, the last one, to get it perfectly. Thankfully, it's the missiles, which is the second shortest of the attack patterns. I don't know why I'm playing so aggressively all of a sudden. I don't know, for some reason I was... Actually, a lot of times I usually go back and forth between the left and the right side of the screen with the saws if I can. But that's just me showing off. That's what I used to do when I... Not this when I was younger. This is gonna be messed up. It's not... It's about the same, actually, except Actually, he's messed up, if anything, because he's not all sprite. He's farms the background there. You can see the background's not as detailed either completely, but yeah. Okay. Now he's a sprite completely. Now he's not, just laser is. Ah, missed the third shot there. Okay. This will take a while. This guy gonna be a pain to hit this round. That's the game. More yellow. Oh, it wasn't enough to revive. What was that? Thanks. Let's check some of the news here quickly. Oh, that's no surprise. This doesn't look too off, but okay. So yeah, we know what happens there. Okay, so see what the time is. Yeah, that could be a lot better. Be a lot better. So we'll see if this is just a 32X problem with the colors, or if it's if it affects Genesis games or not. Oh, it's doing it for both. Okay. I'm very upset about this bent pin because I don't know how much it's going to cost to get a new thing here. Careful, Steve, careful. There. That's weird. I'll take this to my local game store and see if the guy there can fix it, but if not, then I'll have to order a new one. Okay, well, we won't be using 32X for a while, that's for sure now. Okay. Sadly. Thankfully, we have a Genesis which works perfectly fine. And I just pulled the wrong power adapter.